Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to Mega Random. Welcome to Mega Random. Welcome to Game 1. We have a little switcherooski. I like what Mariano did here. Let's introduce the gods real quick, Darth. So we got Victor here in the blue, left side of the map. He's playing Tezcatlipoca. He has popularized the aggressive Sacred Dog play with Tezca. So yeah, we got him in the blue, and then on the other side, Mariano he had Kronos selected as his god pick, but right at the last second, boom, he makes a little switcherooski over to Loki. That is an interesting. I like the mind game there. I like the mind game. What do you think about his selection, Darth?
I don't think. Maybe it was a mind game. I think it was not in the end. Maybe he thought this a little bit better. Loki, generally speaking, the spawns on EE on random map are favoring Loki because they have at least medium to high hunt. And it's giving me the thoughts of Mariano wanting to do something like either a standard semi-fast heroic with like 10 Hersirs, or going for a double temple early on, because Aztecs don't have really a counter against mass Hersirs before heroic.
True. How do you think? I mean, I want to see how like a full youth barracks army. I want to see how Loki would handle an army like that. I'm talking a couple of upgraded sacred dogs. I'm talking, probably spears, maybe runners. I'm not sure, with some tequila archers on the backside. I'm not sure which, but I want to see how that would favor. I think you're right that it's hard to have a good answer for Loki early on as Tezca. But I want to see just the full aggression against Loki and see how Loki can handle that. I think Tezca can maybe do it, especially with the sacred dog play.
I think that I can agree to a certain extent though, because Hersirs are something that you cannot really count them like every other unit. Hersirs can spawn myth units right away. One Anajar spawn can really change the entire game and the entire fight. Having said that, the Hersirs need 3 hits to each dog to take them out, so it's not as valid.
That's a fair point. I'm still interested. I think that, okay, so having said that, we've seen a fair amount of Loki between previous Aztec tournaments and this tournament. We've seen a little bit of Loki against Aztec. I still don't think that the meta is figured out. So, I mean, I generally agree, with everything you said. But still, you never know what new meta, what new strategies can come up, can arise. Like, for example, this whole sacred dog play, we didn't have that until Victor, well, I guess Victor popularized it in this tournament, right? So you never quite know what the meta is going to turn into, I guess.
I agree. Thing is that we have to see how Mariano really has prepared for this, because Victor, this is something that Victor does in general in every series, going for the early dogs with a priest. I would like to see a second priest from Victor. He is never doing that, and that means that if he loses the starting initial warrior priest, he's gonna be in a little bit of a trouble, because if you don't get the advantage early on against Loki as Aztec, you will not be able to catch up in timings.
Exactly. Agreed. Well, he's knocking on the door of that hunt, man. There's three Hersir in defense, plus a troll. There's Shalotl for Victor. There's the first sacred dog. And right away, 3 Hersir is enough to kick him off of the hunt spot. There's another dog out. He heals the... Dude, 3 dogs out right away.
And Mariano is housed, and he hasn't seen that. That's bad.
Ouch.
He is housed, and this is huge actually for Mariano. Mariano had Also some Herses in the queue. He could also fight back with the villagers a little bit if he had like 4 or 5 Herses. This is not the case right here. He's pushed back right away. He has a water buffalo in the back that he's not going to.
True.
Okay.
There is an well, I like that. I think this is a really nice play by Victor to kick him off of food. Ooh, and he gets a Herser pick. Nice. It's a nice play to kick him off of food, but there is, like you said, there's that water buffalo hiding behind the trees right there. And it looks like he's going for it now. So it's a nice play. It's a nice little win for Mariano. But it's a nice win for Victor, but Mariano's still okay.
Mariano won't be okay for long though. He needs hunt. He needs hunt.
Well, after this water buffalo, after he finishes that, he can maybe go back to those giraffes and finish off those giraffes a little bit. But after that, that's pretty much all the food there is on this map for him. There's just a couple of goats after that. He's got to go to berries. So he needs to take all that he can.
I think we are in a very quick game 1.
Let's see. You never know what those Hersier spawns can produce.
Agree. But Victor is gathering up his spearmans, which are, I think they are transformed into Jaguar warriors after the warrior's blessing got power.
Yeah.
And the Jaguar warriors are no joke against those Hersiers. Having said that, already 9 Herses and Hall of Fames is up to 40%. Something that needs to be done from Victor is take down the temple, as he is doing right now. And that's gonna be huge if he actually did. He took it down. Okay, never mind.
He actually gets it. Are you kidding me? Wow. And he does use the Warrior Blessing God power, so that means it upgrades. Upgrades is a weird word to use, but I guess it upgrades those spears, a couple of those spears to those, where are they? Those Jaguar Knights.
Oh, we have a nice raid on the other side. Mariano is going on the good line there on the left.
Yeah.
While he leaves his main base totally unprotected, only the TC fires there, only 2 Herses in the back. Nothing they can do, honestly. Let's see, he may pick a couple of villas in the back. He picks 1.
2, he gets 2. That's the second one.
Okay, but it's not looking too good in the back.
Mariano. Well, I mean, that's nice for Victor. He kicks Mariano off of those berry bushes. Now he just is on a couple of those goats. He's even attacking the town center? That's a little ballsy, man. I don't know if this army is big enough to go for the town center, although I guess there's no units in defense. Here come the Hersier back, 8 of them. And he backs off, okay. Whew! Wow.
He also made the second priest, which is good to see. So if one dies, the other can still produce sacred dogs if he really needs to, if we see any other spawns there.
Wow.
Thing is that Mariano doesn't even have husbandry, and he has just 5-6 berries, 1 dead goat and another one with 200 on it.
Yeah. I mean, by all means, it's surprising what Loki can survive on, which is a dwarf economy and some gold. Although it's a lot better when you're in heroic, because you can make battle boars and a market and whatnot. When you're in classical and you don't have food, it's a lot sketchier, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I like what Mariano's doing, though. He's getting the counterattack. He's forcing Victor to think about going defensive. I like what he's doing there. Is it going to be enough? I guess that's a big question. Is it going to be enough?
Thing is that Mariano is already transitioning to throwing axemen. Look at all this army. We're talking about 73 population against 80 population, but look at all those units from Victor right now, because the sacred dogs only take 1 population. Herses get 3.
Oh, they also test Calipoca mission mirror increase hero speed. Really, the sacred dogs. So that smoking mirror upgrade makes the sacred dogs even faster. Wow.
Even faster than Hall of Fame's Hersiers. It's like having Hall of Fame's Hersier with a relic that gives hero speed. Look at this.
Wow, you're right. Wow.
Wow.
Look at that fight! He picks off 2 Hearse here, no problem. And he can heal up those sacred dogs right away. Wow.
The upgrade does a lot more than I remember. Also, some archers now in the mix. That means also the DPS is huge now for Victor. Victor has a commanding lead onto this game right now.
Wow, he's looking good, man. Okay, so I think the next big, the next 2 things we're looking for is potentially heroic from either player. I don't know if Mariano's going to get heroic anytime soon, but heroic for him, flaming weapons, that could be big with some battle boars. It's going to take a long time. He has no farms and like 1 goat left. Maybe Victor.
Victor needs to go back. Victor needs to go back. He's housed like 2 minutes now.
Wow.
He's housed for 2 minutes.
That's why he's floating resources, because he wasn't building houses. Oh, yeah. Dude, he snuck out of that fight. That surround by Mariano. Ooh, he just like slipped right out of that. That was close. That was a close call for Victor.
Mariano, despite the huge push from Victor early on, he not only survived, but he also exceeded my expectations about being at full pop and even more villagers than Victor.
True, 39. And it's a bunch of dwarves, you know, that are trained just a couple seconds slower than Vil. So 39 compared to 35 for Victor. Interesting. I think that, well, okay, so the heroic timings, but also gold mines. So if you see Mariano's gold mine over there, that's definitely, that's harassable, man. I don't know if I like that Victor's going so passive. He's not going defensive necessarily, but passive with his army. I think he's allowing Mariano to, he took his foot off the gas, if you understand what I mean. He took his foot off the gas, and now Mariano's, he's probably feeling just fine over here.
Yeah, Mariano, of course, now can really even transition to farms. He's doing that. He has already 4 farms. He is going to where on the top? I don't know where, for real.
I think he's just looking for anything, any kind of, you know, hyena, lion, goat, any type of food. Okay. His army is looking pretty good, though. He does have the medium archers. He's got a good number of dogs. I think he's looking pretty good here, honestly. Victor is.
Okay, both players are looking way too good right now. Mariano is setting up his eco. I wouldn't mind seeing either player taking a TC if you check how the resource situation is for both of them. But thing is, Victor is now trying to push with Mariano not having his whole army on one spot.
Good call on the town center. Boom. TC. We both called it, I guess. You called the town center, I called the gold pressure. But he's not really going to the gold mine. He's going for the longhouses and a tower? It's a little bit interesting by Victor.
Okay, let's see. We have a huge fight here. Victor should go back. You don't want to fight Loki on full population. Let's see. If he picks off Herses one by one, though, this is a whole another story.
Yeah. Those trolls, there's 3 trolls there for Mariano. That's pretty big. One of them's just running around, though. That Ein spawn is huge there, right in front of the archers. He dies fast enough, but still.
Still, look at this. The warrior priest is making sacred dogs consistently, and Mariano is not looking too good right now.
Wow, what a fight. Those tequila archers, man. Cheers, everybody. Everyone take a shot of tequila for the archers. Ayo. I'm talking to you, Darth. I want to see it.
Let's get it. It's not tequila, but still. I have a nice tea here, so I'm good.
Tequila tea. That's what they call it in Greece. Tequila tea. Everybody. It counts.
Man, look at this. What? 6 trolls? What is this?
What is this, Vubli? Dude, that's enough trolls. I want to see the upgrade from Mariano. He's getting a 7th troll out, actually. Did Did you see that relic he just got, by the way? The Trios
Yeah.
bow. So his throwing axemen have a little bit better range. That's not too shabby, man.
It's +2 range. It's a lot. It's +2
That's-
range.
I mean, by all means, the tequila archers still, let's see, 15 compared to...
They outrange them, but still, if he gets also Axe of Muspel, don't remember this is extended edition. If he gets Axe of Muspel, those throwing axemen range will be up to 13. So it's gonna be way better. And generally speaking, throwing axemen take out any archer unit because of their low hack armor.
Yeah, 15%. That's pretty dadgum low. Dude, I want him to upgrade those trolls. You're insane not to upgrade. How many is that? 7 trolls? 7 trolls? Are you kidding me? You gotta upgrade those guys. Especially against the really fast sacred dogs. You gotta be careful. You know, you gotta upgrade those things. Otherwise, remember, the sacred dogs have, they're so fast, they could zip around into the back line and pick off those trolls super quickly. Mariano's gotta be careful with those bad boys.
Yeah, I agree. Okay,
Dude, hang on. Trinket armor. Sacred dogs.
Bragi coming up. Bragi, there we go. Okay. Oh, no, why?
Darth ain't happy. Darth ain't happy.
You're getting a second TC. You're going to be full popped in a snap of the fingers. Why are you doing this?
Okay, wait. So maybe the flaming weapons was a little bit early, but wait. He can still run, chase the army. There is a town center there. Victor took the forward town center, so he can maybe still take advantage of this flaming weapons. Maybe.
No, he's not gonna do it because too many archers against too many throwing axemen and Miklan Tetli coming up right now. What is Mariano gonna do when the... Okay.
There we go.
That's awakening casting. Okay, what is he going to do now? He's got way out of position. I think it was a very rushed flaming weapons cast. There is not even one reason to do that.
maybe if he delayed it by a couple of seconds, and if he had the battle boar around the backside of the archers, he could use the special attack of the battle boar to buck them around. That was an option, but I think I agree. That was very preemptive by Mariano. Grass and Groom agrees as well. Those archers are scary, man.
Yeah. I would like to see heavy units. For Victor. Victor is getting irrigation, he's getting a 30C, he's getting a market. This is way too scary for Mariano right now. He's not near everything on terms of Victor's eco or army right now. Look at the population from Victor. He's losing way too much in the front, but at the same time he's replenishing those armies with TCs, eco. He's setting up himself right to go mythic.
Dude, there's no look at Mariano's got no battle boars in production, and he's got 1400 gold. Where is his? He built a market. Mariano built a market himself. He moved all of his dwarves onto wood. And he just clicked up.
5% health for Mariano, but thing is that Victor will be also going mythic in a couple of seconds, and this army with 30 Tequila, medium Tequila archers, he's gonna get smoked by the Nidhogg for sure. But Victor is at 3 TCs, 7 more villagers, 50 more pop. It's looking good for him. It's his game to lose, I feel like.
This is so okay. One thing that I agree, but yeah, like all of those archers, like you mentioned, Nidhogg. What about like a fire giant, a couple of fire giants getting a special attack on all those youth barracks units? They're just gonna melt. Literally, they're gonna melt. But one thing I want to point out is that Victor is going for these other myth units, the Itzpapalotl, the little butterfly thingies. So, Nidhogg, I don't know, maybe the butterflies do a little bit of extra damage against the Nidhogg, maybe? That might be nice, I guess, on top of all the tequila archers.
I don't know. I don't know. Victor is diving in the TC. That's not what you want to do. You have no ranged heroes. You need Kamekak. Hell coming through. The Nidhogg is gonna take care of all those tequila archers. Like there is. Oh, look at the damage now.
But he does. Victor uses a spread formation. He is on point with the spread formation of his archers. Very nice play by him.
Thing is, I really want Mariano to spam fire giants and Hersirs, nothing else. You don't need anything else as Loki on Mythic against Aztecs. Fire giants and Hersirs are just gonna do the work.
We'll see, dude. He does have bronze shield, so he has nice pierce armor against all these tequila archers. Dude, they're getting melted in Ein spawn.
Oh yeah, told ya. All you need are Hersirs and Myth spam. Victor needs Kamekak. He's not building any Kamekak. He's having 4 noble quarters. No, he's building now a Kamekak on the bottom gold, but still he's losing way too many. I would like to see Axe of Maspel. Research for throwing Axemen. Okay, those Auto Middle Knights are not the unit to go with against this unit composition.
Well, they're okay if he can mix in, like you said, he builds a Kalmakak on his gold mine down on the bottom side. That's a little bit far away from the battlefield, but if he can get some Celestial Knights, Celestial Priests, sorry, Celestial Priests. If he can get like 4 or 5 of those mixed in and a bunch of Auto Middle Knights, that's maybe in the, going in the right direction regarding an army composition.
I really don't like what Victor is doing right now. How he's handling this situation. What he needs is ranged heroes mixed with noble units. This is his winning condition right now. From the other side, Mariano is doing exactly what he needs to. Where is this? Those Axe of Maspel? Where is it? He's getting Hersirs correctly. He's getting some fire giants. He's having his end game composition against Aztecs. But still, I would like to see Axe of Maspel for the throwing axemen because they shred those Auto Middle Knights. And on the other side, I would like to see Victor. Victor probably should advance at some point to Heroic. He has all those resources unspent. A nice raid on the top gold mine, though.
You said Victor did drop a market. Does he have a market somewhere? Could he go up? Could he click up?
I think I saw a market.
He's got the Tianguis. I don't see a market though from Victor.
Maybe. Maybe I was wrong and I saw the Tiangui. I thought this is a market. Okay, we have a push now from Mariano.
I can't believe it.
Victor is throwing this game, actually.
You think so? Dude,
yeah.
He had such a nice lead with all those archers and everything, but the Nidhogg and a fire giant turned it around so hard. But I think he's okay, dude.
Mariano needs to go back. Needs to go back.
I still think he's okay. There's a couple of Celestial Priests, just like we said. A couple of Celestial Priests.
The gold on the top mine for Mariano has been getting some serious damage during this whole fight.
Nice.
In a certain extent that I feel like Victor just made me sound like a fool that he just turning this game around.
Dude, this is a nice game. Like Mariano had a nice little flip of the switch around kind of late classical with a good fight and early mythic with a good fight. But Victor's had some little power spikes himself. This is a nice little game, dude. Both players have opportunities to win.
Thing is, both players, I don't know, they are kind of nervous and I think they do some mistakes here and there. So Mariano went into fighting with only 95 population. that's not what you want to do with Loki, generally speaking. You want to go with full population, you're one whole age up, and you want to fight with full population in order to get reinforcements right into the battle.
Dude. What? Look at the population. 67, and Mariano calls it, yep. Wow. Let's wait a sec for the game to finish up, and there we go. GG, dude. What a turnaround by Mariano, and then boom, just like that, Victor holds on. Autumn Middle Knights, Celestial Priest, bam. That's all she wrote. And I genuinely think that that butterfly unit up on that gold mine, that might have won the game. That might have won the game. Mariano, remember, Mariano had the gold mine down on the bottom side, and he didn't really adequately transition over to another gold mine after that one ran out. You can see the other gold mine down on the bottom side. He never even went and touched that, right? I guess he probably didn't scout it. So I think he was just ultimately, he had a decent number of farms eventually, but he just didn't have that really reliable gold income to really spam the fire giants and all those precious smith units that you need. So Victor holds on and boom. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Well, I feel like Victor just read this game a little bit better. Both guys did their mistakes. Both are nervous. There is, as you said, there is a lot of money on the line. So it's natural to be nervous about a grand finals like this, but still, I feel like Victor read the game a little bit better.
I think both of them played great, man. I think if Mariano had a better gold mine, if he had a slightly better flaming weapons, maybe a better gold mine, he definitely could have taken it. I think this was just straight up a close game, dude. I think it was just straight up a close game. Very well played by both players. Kudos to Victor for holding on there. It was looking a little bit scary when he was pushed on that forward town center.
Mm-hmm.